name is Sofia, and today we are here in another podcast from OCTAVA Club. I'm super excited to do this interview because we have an invitee. She is Fleur Shore. Thank you so much for being here with us, and thank you so much to give us this opportunity to do this interview. Also, it's your first time in Colombia, right?
Yes, first ever time. I can't believe I haven't been here before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the country right now?
Yeah, it's beautiful, you know. We've been here like 24 hours now, and we've been in the hotel. I went to the gym early and looked out the window, and the view just all within the mountain is beautiful, so lush and green.
Okay.
Seems a beautiful country.
That's amazing. Your career has really grown super fast from a local talent to a global artist. What do you think, or do you say was the moment when you realized your life changed as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, I still feel like I'm having those realizations now. You know, this tour has been so incredible. We've been in Argentina and Chile, and I was in Santiago, and to go into the crowd after I played, there was so many people that wanted photos, and I just think like I'm on the other side of the world, 15 hours on a plane from home, and there's all these people here to see me. And even for tonight, we've had so many messages, and I have played Panama tomorrow. We've had so many messages there, and it's just so beautiful. And I know this is what I'm in now, you know, this is my life, this is everything I've always wanted. But still, every day when I come to these places, I'm still blown away, you know. I'm so grateful that these people are put so much energy into me, you know, and believe in who I am as an artist and all of that. But I think maybe I realised when I was really in this was probably about 3 years ago, 3 years ago. I mean, I've been in the industry now 11 years. Okay. That's when I first started. But it really started to kick off for me, I'd say, 3 years ago. I signed with an agent, and then I actually had a viral video 2 years ago, and that just absolutely rocketed me up. And I had like a bit of a plan with it, so I was posting every day on Instagram, new music I was making and all these videos from shows, and then one just hit. It was at Musicon, Destino in Ibiza, and then it went and it got like 11 million views. And then since then, it's just been...
That's a lot, actually.
Yeah,
yes.
It's been crazy, honestly.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
In your biography, you mentioned that you connect with your music with a very physical and emotional place. Maybe did you have a moment when you had to play that set while you was through a difficult moment in your life?
Yeah, of course. I mean, music has always been the support for me through any kind of difficult experience. Well, any experience, you know, happy, sad, it's supported me through a lot. But I'd say the last 4 months has genuinely been the most difficult time of my life. I had one of my best friends passed away, and then...
I'm sorry for that.
No, it's okay. And then my manager passed away 2 months ago.
Oh my God.
So it has been a fucking whirlwind, to be honest. But if you're saying about the music, it's really supported me through this. There's been some really big decisions that I've had to make in the last 4 months, and it's been there in my corner, you know, supporting me. And I played in London. It was 3 days after my friend passed away, and I remember I played this one track, and I felt like I hadn't really entered grief yet, because everything was happening, like he was so unwell. And I remember I played this one track and it just brought me to tears. But it was difficult, but also very beautiful that the music can make you feel this way and support you in those moments.
Yes, actually, because for people who loves a lot the music, it is like a safe place for these kind of moments.
Yeah, totally.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
No, thank you. It's been difficult, but you know, there's so many lessons within everything that's happened.
We know that you take a lot of care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that you actually love meditation, breathing, health. So I don't know if you have many ritual or any ritual before to go to the stage.
Yeah, of course. I always say a little prayer before I play. Just a little moment on my own, 10, 15 seconds, just a thanks to the opportunity that I'm in. And just, if it's a big show, you know, just take some real deep breaths. I like to really compose myself before, so when I'm ready to play, I'm ready and I can give the crowd everything. But yeah, I always just say a little prayer, because every day, like I said, I'm living my dreams. So
Yes.
yeah.
And you think that you always like be nervous before the show?
I'd say no, not now. If the
Okay.
show's big or I'm taking over from a big headliner, I feel more excited. Yeah, I'm not really nervous anymore. I mean, I've been doing it 11 years, but I just get super excited before.
And I suppose that you can feel the energy from the people when you
Yeah,
are playing.
of course. And if, like, when you're there and you know the people are there to see you as well, and you can see people are ready, you have this just apprehension, just excited and
Yes.
ready to get on stage.
Yeah. Your productions are actually super unique and super fresh. You have an amazing music. So I don't know if you can describe us your creative process at the studio.
Yeah, I mean, my main inspiration, I'd say, for my music is old 90s house. When I was young, it's so funny because you look back at any video of me of 2, 3 years old, and there's always music just absolutely blaring in the house, so chaotic. But music was just, it was just pushed into me from young, not even intentionally. I was just around it so much. And my parents are old ravers. They used to go to a lot of illegal parties in the UK and parties all around Birmingham. So it's within them. So it's naturally within me. And that's obviously what I was brought up on, 90s house. And that's my inspiration for the studio.
Actually, every DJ has chaotic stories when they are on stage. So I just want
Yes.
to know if you had one of these stories, and if you want to share that with us.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've got plenty. There's a lot of stories, but okay, yeah, I've got the one. It was actually in the summer, in August. I think it was like the third time I played at Universe in Ibiza, and it was my birthday. So there was, I think, 15 of my friends. We was all in a villa, and I played Universe. And no, I think we went to Pikes on the Tuesday, played Universe on the Wednesday. We didn't sleep for 2 days. On the Thursday, we then decided to go on a boat trip at 9 a.m. in the morning after being at Universe all night. So we went straight through to the boat trip. Everyone was throwing up on the boat. We had seasickness. We were so hungover. And then the next day, we didn't sleep again. And then we had to fly to Mallorca to play in Spain. And then I think I was there 5 hours. Then I flew back to Ibiza to play Universe again the Saturday night. I think I played till like 7 a.m.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh my God. And
It was
and
crazy.
Can I actually ask you what did you study at the university?
I have a degree in zoology.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
it's so random. Yeah,
That's super random.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. I have a bachelor's of science in zoology. It's very random. It's not relevant to what I'm doing now at all.
If you could choose a dreaming back to back with any DJ in the world, what would you choose? Who would you choose?
God, there's so many. There's so many that have inspired me, and so many artists, underground artists that I'd love to go back to back with. But for me, the absolute don is Jamie Jones.
Okay.
He's the legend of the industry, isn't he? He's been in it so long, and Paradise's event, it's world leading, and it's got to be Jamie.
I'm sure that you are going to do that soon.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling about it.
We know that you feel very passionate about the electronic music. You love the electronic music, but I just want to know if you have any other kind of music that you love besides the electronic.
Yeah, I listen to so many different genres, and going back to the question about the creative process, when I feel uninspired, I will listen to so much. I'd say my favourite genre other than electronic is reggae. I love reggae.
Yes.
Same, I've been brought up on it since I was young, and I remember my dad brought me Bob Marley and the Wailers album when I was about 10 or 11. I remember we was away on holiday and he just gave me this album, and it was Bob Marley and the Wailers. That was the first ever album that he brought for me, and I just love it. It's got such a special place in my heart, and it makes you feel so happy. This is the most important thing.
It is like a super relaxed music, and also it goes with your vibe, actually.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Yes. You told me that this was an amazing question for you, and this was a special question for you. If you could give an advice to your younger self, what will you say to that little girl?
Never stop pushing. Just authentically be yourself and know the value of the originality of yourself, because no one can ever replicate who you are. Like your authentic self, no one can ever copy that. It's truly you, and never take no for an answer. I mean, I probably never have in my life. You know, I was misbehaved a lot at high school because I never listened. I never took no for an answer. Just to stay in that spirit of that fire and that passion.
Yeah, that's amazing. And also, maybe could you give an advice also for people who are like in the developed process of being a DJ?
Yeah. Do not, it's hard because there has to be an element of seeing what the trend is and kind of going with it, but do not rely on the trends. Be the artist who is the original artist. You see a lot of artists that have blown up because they was the original self, and people then try and make the music they're making, but you can't copy them. You have to be you and be the original of you. That's what I'd say.
Follow yourself.
Totally, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We are going to pause now to our own to quickly questions or yes or no or 2-option questions. So this is the first one. Do you prefer closing sets or warm-up sets?
Closing.
Yes, okay. And what do you always order for drink during the sets?
Tequila.
Tequila? Do you like tequila?
That's a DJ specialty.
That's an amazing tip for today.
Yeah,
actually.
come on. Every DJ loves tequila.
Okay, we are going to have tequila for you tonight.
Yes, perfect.
And do you prefer the after party or not?
I love sleep, but we went to an incredible after party in Neuquén in Argentina. It was on a ranch in the countryside. So I feel like after that experience, after party,
Yes, I think after party it's super
so
nice.
special.
Yes, it's so special.
Yeah.
Because the energy of the people is super up.
Yes.
And you can have like the sun on your...
Yeah, and you can play a little bit different as well, the music, because everybody's so in the groove anyway.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Do you prefer indoor sets or outdoor sets?
Outdoor.
Outdoor?
Definitely outdoor.
Yes, yes. I saw a lot of videos of you playing in outdoors.
Yeah, I love outdoor, but actually, thinking about it, indoor is also special. There's a place for both, but in the summer, outdoor, it's so special. On a sunrise set, that's probably my favourite set. Yeah.
Okay, and night sets or sunset sets?
Night.
Night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Night. But it's such a hard, there's a place for all of it, but I'd say night.
Yes.
Yeah.
The energy of the night is different.
Yeah.
Yes. And do you prefer back-to-back or alone?
Alone.
Alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
But back-to-back is also super fun because you can bounce off the energy, but I do love playing alone.
What song will you dedicate to someone you like?
What song?
Yes.
Any genre.
Yes.
Bob Marley, One Love.
Yes.
That would be for my dad. For my dad.
I was thinking you would like to say that.
Yeah, for my dad, definitely.
Can you describe yourself in one word?
A wild card.
Okay.
Yeah, wild card. Yeah.
That's
Maybe a little bit crazy.
Yes, but that's your vibe. That's your vibe, actually. What will you be doing if you weren't a DJ?
I feel like maybe something to do with animals, because that's what my degree is in.
Yes.
I mean, when I wasn't doing music, what I wanted to do is have an animal charity. But then music overtook my life and here I am.
Yes.
But definitely something with animals.
And can I ask if you have pets?
Yes, I have a dog.
Yes?
Yeah, I have a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny, I was on the phone to my friend just before I came and I was like, I miss my dog so much.
Yeah.
She's sending me videos of her and I miss her so much.
Can you name a hobby do you like to do in your free time?
Hobby? Oh, I mean, I do. I actually, in the last 6 months, I started drawing. So when I started my label, I thought I'd really like to get better at drawing, to do my own artwork. So that's something I have been doing.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I just would like to ask maybe what do you expect from the crowd today in Octava?
I mean, I think it's going to be fucking crazy. I've got a good feeling. Like I've met a lot of Latino people in the last 2 years, and the energy is always there. And I just feel like there's just going to be a groove. I already am expecting what I'm going to play, but just groove. just groove. I think it's going to be incredible energy. And you said the crowds here are crazy, aren't they?
Actually, yes, the Latin crowd has a lot of energy. They
Yeah.
love to dance, and also I'm sure that they are going to love you.
Yeah.
And you was telling me about the best crowd you had before. Can you talk me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's in Italy. I think it's going to be a similar crowd. Like when you go to Italy, this is my biggest territory now, and they are crazy. Like they scream this chant when you stop the music, and you have to play another song. There is no way you're not allowed to stop. You always have to play one more. I can't remember what it is. They always say it. I know the rhythm of what they're saying, but I don't actually know what they're saying. But I think they're screaming, one more song, one more song. I've just got a feeling it's going to be like that. Yeah.
And what was your biggest show that you had before?
I actually played at Kappa Festival in Turin. It's my second year in a row, and I'm also playing it next year, which is, my agent was saying how special it is. Like, it's never really happened 3 years in a row with the same artist. So I played there the first time, which was last summer, 80,000 people. It rained, and the stage I was on was the main stage. Okay. So everybody came in, and there was 80,000 people in front of me, and I was just like, whoa.
There's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. The town I'm from is 70,000 people. So the crowd was bigger than my hometown. Okay. So crazy.
Okay. Did you had the opportunity to eat some typical food from Colombia yesterday?
Yes.
What do you think about that? Did you like it?
Oh, yeah. We went to an incredible restaurant last night, and I had like this shrimp. I don't even know what it was. Whatever it was good. Yeah. Yes. With the yuca as well. Yeah. This was so good.
Yuca.
Yeah. And you said it was super like typical of here, of Colombia.
Yes.
It was so good. And I had some incredible fruit for breakfast this morning. Yes. I feel it's the best fruit I've ever eaten. It was so good.
Can you tell us an experience when you was not playing like a DJ, just like an assistant for a party?
What, anywhere?
Yes.
Okay, well, I used to... The way I got into this music, I was 15 maybe.
Okay.
15 years old, and I used to steal my sister's ID to go to clubs, because you have to be 18 in England to go to the clubs. So we used to steal her ID, say to my mum that I was at my friend's, and we used to go to these clubs in Birmingham, and we'd get in because we'd all be stealing our sister or brother's ID, but we was like 15, 16 years old going to these clubs, and this was my first experience with this music. And there was a place in Birmingham called the Rainbow. And we used to go there pretty much every week. And there was this tiny, low-ceiling cellar. And there was a DJ called Tom Shorters that used to play there. And he used to play 90s house and like speed garage and these things. And that is also what got me into that genre of music, because he's an absolute selector. He collects a lot of vinyl. So growing up on 90s house and then seeing a DJ play 90s house, I was just like, what is this? It was incredible. Yes. But yeah, it was, and I actually got caught because I was still at school when I used to go to the clubs.
Yes.
And someone took a photo. I don't even know why, but it was in the newspaper. And I went to school
Oh my God, that's super weird.
So random, right? And I went to school on the Monday, and my teacher had pulled the newspaper out, and she was like, you're 15 years old. Why are you going out? And they called my parents, and I was in so much trouble. But it was worth it. It was so worth it.
What do you think about the development of music yes, all this thing that is happening on the DJ sets, mm-hmm. on the music, into the techno music, into the tech house music. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I think it's an incredible opportunity now. Like, the industry is the biggest it's ever been, and there's so much scope and room to really push your own sound through. And I think it's just incredible seeing all these artists that are blowing up, and there's this like merge going on at the minute between like accessible kind of commercial but in an underground way, and I'm seeing a lot of artists doing it and, you know, blowing up and selling so many tickets. And if you do this in the right way, you know, you can still be underground but have commercial not, I'd say it's not commercial, but your music can reach so many people.
Yes.
And the way that the industry's going, it's just getting bigger and bigger, and there's just so much opportunity for people to hear your music now.
Okay. Maybe do you want to share us a project that you are working on?
Yes, yeah. So next year is going to be a super exciting year. Of course, I've started with new management, and they have just gave me so much opportunity already. So end of February next year is my clothing line launching, which is actually one of the jerseys that I'm wearing now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. It's called Fleur Shore. Sounds like Fleur Shore. So I'm super excited to get this out. My label is just going to keep growing, and I'm going to start my record label parties next year. And it's I said to you, I haven't had time to explore the city. All I've done the last 5 days is just work and plan, but it's been so nice to just lock in and really focus on what I want.
Okay, and you're doing all the designer by yourself?
Yeah. I'm running it with someone. He kind of approached me to do this, but we worked on the design together.
Yes.
And there's all like little mushrooms all over it.
That's super amazing.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's cool, ain't it?
It's so beautiful.
We have it in 3 different colours as well. We have a black, a cream, and a brown and pink.
Okay, and when is going to be out?
End of February.
Okay.
So in like 3 months, is that? Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's like
2.5, 3 months.
Less than 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I've been wearing this for probably 3 months. I've had so many people ask, and I've just been waiting. I want to get the time right to launch, but end of Feb is the time.
And what will used to do in these dates, like in December?
Where else will I be?
Yes.
So Panama tomorrow, Dominican Republic Sunday, then I'm in Spain twice, and then in New Year's I have 4 shows in 24 hours.
Okay.
2 in England, 2 in Italy. So it's going to be crazy.
There's a lot.
No sleep.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is possible to ask you that, but can you tell us like how is to have a love life when you are in the industry?
Yeah. Well, I actually got married in August.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I got married in August. It was beautiful. I've been with my husband 11 years. So he has been with me we've been together from we were young. Like I was 17 years old. You know, like it was so crazy, this story. We got together, and then within 2 months we both went to university and studied. We were at opposite ends of the country, but we made it work for 3 years. And then we went in after after university, we didn't even go to our graduation because we were that desperate. We just wanted to get to Ibiza and do a season there. We lived there for 4 or 5 months when I would have been 20. And then, it's just been a crazy journey. You know, he's been with me every step of the way since the start of my career. And he travels with me, not so much now because he's really focusing on his career because he's a life coach and he's doing so well with his work. And he travelled with me a lot at the start. Yes. And, we got married and it's difficult, you know, like now I've been away for 2 weeks, but we speak every day and we support each other so much. He's actually in America right now.
Okay.
He's doing a talk at this business event, so he's doing really well. And we just support each other so much. Okay. He has an incredible career, and my career's going well, and we want the best for each other.
Where did you get married, if I can ask?
It was actually my parents' home.
Okay.
Yeah, so they
have beautiful.
Yeah, they have quite a lot of land, and we set something up their field with all of our friends, all of our family. There was like 200 people there. It was crazy, but it was the best day of my life. It was so much fun.
Okay. And can I ask, where did you learn to play as a DJ?
I actually taught myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I taught myself. It would have been like 12 years ago. I remember my mum got me like this tiny controller for Christmas, and then I just practiced, watch YouTube videos, and it's so crazy to think back to that and like sat here now, you know. Yes. And with production as well, I also taught myself. It would have been 7 years ago. Yeah, so a lot of self-taught. Yeah, it's been a crazy journey.
And how do you see like in 5 years in this industry?
I'm ready to take over, to be honest.
Yes.
Like honestly, I have full belief in myself.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm ready for it. I know exactly what I want. I'm so focused right now, and next year I'm giving it everything I've physically got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, I don't know if you want to share with us, I don't know, maybe some random things about you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most random thing is that I do have a degree in zoology. It is
Um,
so random. And I remember when I was studying at uni, I would play it was in Derby, in like a small place in England. And I used to play every Wednesday for an event called Mucky Duck. And I used to play in the smoking area. No one absolutely gave a shit that I was playing, and no one understood the music that I was playing. And every time I'd play, I'd always want to play a bit more underground. And I remember people would always come up to me like, "Play something we know," and I was just like, "Fuck off!" Like, I'm playing what I want to play. Like, I was so persistent with my sound. And I used to also play in my hometown, and it was the same story. Play something we know, but I always knew that something was going to happen, you know.
okay. And are you coming from a big family or your family are
Yeah,
small?
big family.
Yes.
Yeah, big family. There's a lot. There's a lot of us. Me and John are actually laughing about this early because I've sat and ordered all my Christmas presents for my family the last 2 days, and he was watching me and he was just like, "Oh my god, there's so many." And he was like, "Oh, I'm not worried. There's like 3 of them. There's so many of us. There's like 30, maybe even more."
How many sisters or brothers do you have?
One brother, one sister, but 4 nieces,
Okay.
all girls, and they are absolute just nuts. They're crazy, all of them. They're feral.
I saw actually, do you like to change the color of your hair?
Yes, yeah. So I actually dyed my hair maybe 6 months ago. It was blonde.
Yes.
Now I'm red.
Yes, I
Maybe we
saw
go back
it.
to blonde, but right now
Maybe.
I'm in my
maybe,
fire era. So
maybe. And did you have the opportunity maybe to listen some techno from Colombia before?
yes, yeah. The music you showed me last night was super cool. And what was the other genre you said, which is typical with the dance? They do the
Yes.
What is this called?
That's super weird because actually it was guaracha.
Guaracha, yeah. Guaracha.
It is a super original song that we have here in Colombia.
Yeah.
It is not common in any other country. It is so original from here.
Yeah.
And yes, they have like a specific dance
It's
for
so
that kind of
yeah. The
music.
dance you were showing me was great. Maybe we have a few tequilas tonight and we'll do the dance.
That's super weird, actually.
Do you like guaracha?
Maybe,
Ah!
maybe.
Guilty pleasure.
Maybe. Yes, we have an artist here called Fumarata, so that was the one that I show you.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's super funny. It's a very like not common song, so it's okay. Also, show it you funk tribu.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
that was more like a bounce techno.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, psytrance techno.
Yeah, I mean, you showed me some great music last night.
And did you have the opportunity to listen other kind of music here in Colombia, like not electronic music?
Not yet, but I'm ready. The guaracha, that was great. I'm so glad you showed me that. When you showed me, I just feel like when you hear the music from a specific, country, you just understand the culture that's within it, especially if it's so unique to the country.
I know that you travel a lot with this profession. Maybe do you have any information about some rituals that you saw in another country,
Yes.
or some tradition that was like super weird or something?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've realised from travelling so much, and we were speaking about the Queen earlier, weren't we? I genuinely
Yes.
think that like British people as a culture can be quite cold, but I think this is to do with the monarchy because there's like this stuffy appearance that British people, there is a coldness to British people. This is what I think. And traveling to all these places and seeing the community and the connection between friends, family, I feel especially in South America, Central America, Spain, Italy, this like deep rooted like connection that the people have to their friends, their family, and there's this authenticity and openness that I feel that we don't really have in England, but it's just made me learn so much, and seeing this is what really matters,
Yes.
the connection and the passion, and just the passion just makes me feel grateful to experience that, because if I didn't travel I wouldn't see that.
And you already told me yesterday that, for example, in England you don't have a lot of typical dishes.
No, we
also-
don't have any culture, I feel, in England.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You told me that the typical dish was an Indian dish.
Yeah. The typical dish in England is fish and chips or tikka masala. It's not even English, it's Indian. It makes no sense, honestly. But this, makes no sense at all.
And you were super impressive about the food here. Like, you were seeing a lot of faces with the milkshake of maracuja.
Oh, so good.
So good?
Yeah, like that's the best part about traveling. We've been in Buenos Aires for 4 days and we had the best beef burger I've ever had. When I tried it, it genuinely brought a tear to my eye. It was incredible. You get to taste so many good foods when you're traveling. Yeah, it's so good.
And also the Latin food has something special.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the food we had last night was so good.
A ustedes muchísimas gracias por el día de hoy ver este episodio, escuchar este episodio. Muchísimas gracias por Spotify darnos el espacio y muchísimas gracias a Fleur Shore por la oportunidad de entrevistarte y por tenerte por primera vez en Colombia. Para nosotros es súper emocionante. Vamos a tener muchísimos episodios más con grandes artistas acá y esperamos que ustedes nos sigan. Obviamente que activen las notificaciones para que nos estén escuchando diariamente y nos vemos en un próximo episodio.